Hey guys, Mix here, and today we are finally back. It has been like a week and a half since I last uploaded, so definitely happy to be back. But today we're going to be back with the Half Scout NasKart and basically doing some things that will help us accomplish my most asked question, and that is to take this thing out somewhere else besides my backyard. So first off, the reason I've been gone is I've been waiting on a part. The weather has been awful. Like, today is actually like the best day it's been in the past like week and a half. It's literally been raining, snowing every single day. And I've been working on something that you guys will see in a little while. It's definitely something really cool. I've never done anything like this really. And some of you guys have been asking about it, so just be on the lookout for that. With the NasKart, the reason I can't take it out, or like the reason I really don't want to take it out, is for safety. For my safety, for other people's safety, everything like that. So I definitely want to try and get the brakes working on this thing, because they do not work at all. Like, I can get pressure on the pedal and then it will just go away. So there's definitely air being introduced into the system from somewhere. So what I did is I kind of thought about where it could be coming from. It has new lines, as you guys can see down there, but it's always kind of had this issue with air being reintroduced to the brake system. So I went ahead and ordered a new master cylinder. That one is old. I mean, it's been on this thing since probably it was made. So I got a brand new one right here that I want to unbox and get installed on this thing. And if that can make the brakes work, then that would be awesome. These brakes definitely should be able to handle this cart. If you guys look at mini cup car racing, like, you know, they're put under some pretty good load. So I don't think these brakes should be an issue. I was looking at front brakes, but I really cannot find any for this type of cart. But I'm still going to be looking around for that. But I definitely would like to have front brakes sometime in the future. But let's go ahead and open this up, make sure that it's the right one, and if it is, then we'll go ahead and get to installing it. Oh yeah, there it is. This thing looks nice. Wow. So here is a closer look at this master cylinder. This is so nice. It's like all built and everything, so definitely super high quality. I am going to need to throw on another fitting. I do have brand new ones, so that shouldn't be an issue at all. But once I'm done with that, it should be a pretty easy install. Basically just unbolt the old one, bolt this one in, hook up the lines, the pedal, pour in the fluid, build up the pressure, bleed it, and pray that it works. So guys, it is actually 2 days later from the last clip. I ended up needing to cutting it short to do something. The holidays have been killing me, as you guys know. It's been 2 weeks since I've uploaded. That's probably the longest break I've ever taken from YouTube. Everything has been so busy lately, but really trying to find some time for this thing. But when I was installing the master cylinder and I began pumping it up, I was getting really good pressure, and then it would just go away. Just fade away, and it would just have no brakes whatsoever. But I just got done tinkering around with it a little bit. So basically what I did is, first I started trying to bleed it like I was trying to. Got some air out, but then all the fluid started coming out, so I closed it, checked the fluid. We were all good in there. You know, I topped it off, you know, if I had to. I pump it up, still no pedal. So what I did is I checked all the connections. We're looking all good there, nothing's leaking. But I adjusted the kind of way the master cylinder sits. Before it was kind of angled that way, and the fuel lines were kind of positioned up, and I thought maybe, you know, that could have done something. So when I tilted that up and added that second bolt in there to kind of keep it more in place, you know, and not having it keep going forward every time I push down the pedal, a ton of air bubbles were coming out of the cap. And as you guys can see, this is a different cap. This is actually off the old one. This other one that came with it, I'm really not a fan of it. It's all plastic, doesn't really make a good seal, and I had all those air bubbles coming out, so that obviously proved that it wasn't a good seal. But that was doing something when I positioned it up, and a bunch of air started coming out of the master cylinder. So I started pumping it up. I got really good pressure, and it was staying. So I bled it a couple times, you know, kept doing it, checking the fluid, and now we have actual brakes. And I actually walked inside quick to get the camera, and I still have the same exact pressure that I had when I left. It hasn't gone down at all. And as you guys can see, when I hit the brakes, the two pads come in, and I mean, I still have room to like compress this thing. Like, it's not to the floor yet, you know, hitting that little aluminum crossbar. So I guess we'll just have to see how that works. I mean, everything's basically new on this thing. Master cylinder lines. The only thing that's old are the pads and the caliper. So for whatever reason, they're still not good enough. I could always upgrade the caliper and, you know, throw new pads on there, maybe even a rotor, and we should be good for the rear brakes. So next up, what I want to do is something that some of you may have noticed in the last video or may be noticing right now. This wheel is way off with the body. And this is a problem that I basically had even before we did this, but I had it under control for a little bit, but now I just need to fix it because with the amount of power that this thing is going to be doing, we don't need a wheel falling off. So basically, the studs coming from the little mounting hub basically snapped when the old engine was on. I mean, they were all messed up with the threads and everything. So I'm going to jack this thing up, take off the wheel, and see if we could pop out those studs. I mean, at first I was going to buy a new one, but I'm thinking maybe I could just replace the studs because the mounting thing is fine. Let's just see what we got and how we could possibly take off those studs. Wow, look at that. Holy cow, that is bad. That was fast. Yeah, this thing is shot. So here's a closer look. The threads on that one are pretty much gone. This one snapped in half, and this one is probably the best one. It looks like the end of it might have gotten snapped off because it is not nearly as long as that one. So obviously, it's pretty far gone. So I just got all of these studs out of the mounting hub. Thank God for this tool. At first I was going to do like a double nut thing, but then I couldn't thread on the nuts, but I totally forgot I had that. But now what I'm going to do is bring this stud to the hardware store, get all new ones. I probably am just going to get like this style, just because it's way easier, you know, to thread it and everything like that. I'm not really sure why these didn't have a head on it. I was trying to see if it's like designed like that for whatever reason, but I really... Well, my camera just died and you guys probably can't even see me. Yeah, that's really weird lighting. But I'm just gonna go run to the hardware store right now, pick up some new studs and bolts, come back, put them in. Should mount out really nice. Oh, nice, they're closed. Well, that sucks. Alrighty, so I'm actually gonna go head to Home Depot, which is, you know, a little bit out of the way, but kind of want to get this done tonight. I'm actually meeting my friend here. We're gonna go for a little late night cruise. You know, why not? I don't know if I'm really gonna record much cruising, but I don't know, we'll see. You guys will see my friend, he's got the Mustang. Right now I'm just waiting on him, and then we will be on our way. So, alright, let's hit the road. Oh boy, red light. I told myself I wasn't gonna race, but I'm not. I am racing! I can't beat on this thing. I really hate beating on the S10, especially with the 4L60 transmission. It is just sketchy. I feel like every time this thing's at $5 grand, it might be the end. Alright, so I just got the hardware. For whatever reason, I feel like it's not the right stuff, because they don't have like millimeters there for whatever reason. It's all fractional, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. But I'm really hoping that's the right size, that's for sure, because the hub actually has threads in it, and it's not like I could just push them through. I need to thread it in, and if it doesn't thread in, obviously not gonna work. Alright, so I am back from Home Depot, and now I want to see if these actually do fit. And yep, they are in fact the wrong thread size. I had such a feeling. The guy helping me was obviously just trying to help, but I just had a feeling that it was just the wrong pitch. So that kind of sucks. That trip was kind of for nothing. Well, not really for nothing. We had a fun little cruise out of it. But tomorrow I'm going to go run to the hardware store once it opens, bright and early in the morning, because I have something I need to do basically all day tomorrow. But I'm not going to bother recording it, so I'm going to catch you all back tomorrow once we have the right hardware, and we can go ahead and just slap that back on. And then I think I might want to take it back outside. This thing hasn't ran in over 2 weeks, and it is freezing out. So do a little cold start on this. And I want to try something a little bit fun, so you guys will see what that is hopefully tomorrow. So catch you all then. Alright guys, so we are back here the next day and just got back from the hardware store, and I actually went ahead and already got in 2 out of the 3 studs. I just got to throw in the last one, but they're going in really good. They're nice and tight. They're not going to spin or anything when I put on the nuts. So I'm just going to put in the last one, and then we're going to go ahead and get to reinstalling it, mounting up the wheel. And right now I have the battery on the charger, you know, so this thing is all juiced up so we could fire it up, feel out the brakes and everything like that. So the wheel is now on and it is solid. Everything came out really good. So I think it's time to take this thing off of the jack stands, see how she sits, and then roll it outside. Might let the battery charge for just a smidge longer, but then roll it outside. Do the longest cold start on it it's had since it's been running, you know, besides like the 20-year one, and see how that goes. So I just got the NasKart outside. I just went ahead and checked the oil, all good there, and filled up the fuel because it was empty. And then I went ahead and primed up the fuel system just because it's been a really long time. And it's even been so long that the carbs were actually, the float bowls in them were stuck, and it actually leaked out of the overflows. But I just fixed that all up. I just hit it with the end of a screwdriver, you know, the old trick, and I just checked it again and it's going fine. So I'm going to fire it up, and let's see how long this takes. Once that's all done warming up, I'm not going to go around for a long time. I really don't have that much time. And you guys have already seen it go around the yard, so you know what it can do. But I just really want to test the brake and make sure that that wheel is all good to go and won't fall off. And then determining if these brakes are good enough, that we'll see if either I need to get either an upgraded caliper. Holy cow, that thing's down. Woo! Either bigger calipers, bigger rotors, a whole new brake system. Because I'm definitely really curious how these actually perform. So I just cut it off. It is all warmed up and running great. I'm not going to go ahead and just run the GoPro just because I'm not going to be running it for that long. I just, as I said before, just want to test out the brakes and just take it around quick. So I'm just going to set up the camera on the tripod and let's see how this goes. brakes actually work. They actually work a little bit better than I thought they would, to be honest. So everything still looks really, really good. Still no leaks. The wheel, obviously, you know, still on there. Still feels nice and tight. All the nuts are on there. Everything's good there. Still have really, really good brake pressure. Didn't go down like it used to. It definitely came to a stop pretty quick. I know that really doesn't do much justice for it, you know, going faster than 15 miles per hour or whatever, but I could definitely get like a bigger caliper and something and get these brakes working really, really good. So guys, I know that this was a pretty short video, didn't really do too much, but I just basically wanted to let you guys know that I'm still here, I'm never gone. I've been super busy, and I've already told you guys that like 1,000 times. I'm sure you guys will understand. I'm super happy how this thing is running and driving and performing, everything like that. Next up, what we're probably gonna be doing is getting my body to sit in there way nicer, lower down the seat, get my head below the roll cage, everything like that. But I just do not have enough time today and like tomorrow and the rest of these days to get done more in today's video. So I'm just gonna get this out for you guys as a little bit of an update. But definitely comment down below videos that you guys might want to see next to the NasKart. If you guys want me to go out to the track more or anything like that, more truck videos, just let me know. And if this is my last video before the holidays and everything, I just want to wish you all a happy holidays, and I hope you all have a good one. But anyway guys, I'm going to be ending it off here. Follow my social medias, they'll be on the outro of this video. Instagram, Snapchat, I use the most. But thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, tell your friends about the channel.